Conor McGregor has been suspended by the Nevada State Athletic Commission. A medical suspension, that is. This boy CJ Goodfellow back with the Boxing Clinic. You know what it is. Afternoon grind. And, you know, he's got a medical suspension after that knockout by Floyd Mayweather, TKO. And I must say a lot of people was upset, like P. Diddy and a lot of other guys, that the referee, Robert Byrd, didn't let McGregor hit that canvas. He stopped him while he was standing up. It was clear that Conor McGregor had nothing left. But I didn't think the knockout was vicious enough for him to be, you know, had a medical suspension by the Nevada State Athletic Commission for 2 months. And, you know, they did that for a couple reasons. One reason being, when they switched from the 10 to the 8-ounce gloves, this the shit you get. You know, he ain't see this shit coming. But this is the bullshit that you get. They took extra safety precautions with the stoppage. You know, if they was 10-ounce gloves, they probably let him hit the canvas. But if he would have got, you know, seriously injured, and that's funny saying that from a guy with brittle hands with Floyd Mayweather, but if he got seriously injured with those 8-ounce gloves, the backlash would have been epic. And I figured they using the smaller gloves, they think that he suffered more brain damage, so they want him to sit out 2 months, can't do any training until October 11th. But like the fuck he was gonna do it anyway, you know. For what? He was about to make $100 fucking million. He was guaranteed 30. If the pay-per-view did good, even though they stole three million, if the fight do 3 or 4, 5 million, shit, man, he might be seeing $110, $120 million. You know, he ain't really trying to go back in that ring. He said he wanted Nate Diaz 3 fight, and for the simple reasons why he wanted the third Nate Diaz fight, because that's the biggest fight in UFC right now, probably one of the biggest fights. And by that being one of the biggest fights in the UFC, he not taking no $1, $2, $3 million no more for fighting in the UFC. Dana White is going to have to bring it back in the Brinks truck for Conor McGregor to fight again. And if Conor McGregor doesn't you know say that he wants a larger share of the pie, he's a damn fool. You know, he got a lot of respect for going over to boxing, and his star status just transcended way higher than what the fuck it was. So, you know, you going back to making $100 million to 1, 2, man, fuck that, man. You know, I know he already told Dana White, you better pay me what I'm worth. And, you know, that Nate Diaz fight, he looking at somewhere about $10 million, $15 million. You know, that in his mind. If not, it ain't worth going back to the UFC for what? For $1, $2, $3, $4 million? For you can fight 100 more times and still won't probably make what he made versus Floyd Mayweather. You know, he better off going to boxing and fighting Paulie and getting $20, $30 more million, you know, and doing it that way. Instead of letting Dana White fuck all them in the UFC. They don't know how bad they getting fucked. They don't have no protection like boxing. But it is what it is, man. He ain't trying to fight no time soon. He about to enjoy the fruits of his labor, and rightfully so. He did a risk that a lot of guys wouldn't do in their career, but we gone.